Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Detective Keith Campbell with the Acton Police Department. I'm here with Detective Michael Araclio and Detective Luke Penny. Together we make up the Youth Services Division of the Acton Police Department, and we'd just like to give you a couple quick tips on Halloween. We have a great holiday coming up. The kids love it, but there's a couple things we want to talk about just to make sure that we stay safe. So I'll hand it over to Mike, and he'll talk about costumes.
All right, thank you. So Halloween this year, as you know, will be on a Tuesday night from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We ask residents that hopefully they don't drive their cars that evening, because there'll be a lot of children walking through the streets. So we hope that you adhere to some of those strict rules that we're trying to enforce while out and about. For costumes, what we're going to ask children is if you want to wear a mask across your face, that when you do go from house to house, that you lift that mask up, and when you get to the home, that you can put it back down and do your trick-or-treating, so that we don't prevent tripping or falling as we're walking down the streets. Same as if you had your costumes that were too long. We're going to ask parents that before you let your children out, that you tuck up those costumes into their ankles or their socks. That way we don't have another hazard. Flashlights are going to be one of the biggest things that we see, and ask for you guys to bring out there. That way you can not only look for your children or each other, but that you can find houses and appropriate places to go to. We've noticed in the past that there's sometimes holes in yards, or some curbing might be coming up on the street, and we've seen people trip, and that's a hazard we're trying to avoid. Long swords and other things that people could trip over, we ask that parents inspect those, make sure they don't trip and fall over those as well. Naturally, when you get the candy, we'll tell all students and we tell all children, and we especially have the parents inspect all candy that you are about to eat, and never just go ahead and eat one without asking mom and dad first. That's definitely part of the safety measures. As far as housing and properties and stuff like that, we're going to turn over to Detective Luke Penny. He's going to go over kind of some of the safety things that we look in the home.
So as parents, we just want to be mindful of the safety of your property. You're having children enter your property. We want to make sure it's safe first, safe lawn, free of debris. And then when you put up these decorations, you're going to have trip hazards on the lawn, such as cords going to these large decorations that you have. You want to be mindful that the walkway to the front door is lighted, so that for the safety of the children walking up. Also, if you have pumpkins or anything lit, it becomes a fire hazard with the children wearing their costumes. Some of these costumes could become flammable. And you just want to, if you're going to have them on your property, you want to keep them a safe distance away from the children. And have the house well lit. If you don't want children coming to your house, you can dim the lights. But if they're coming to your property, we want to make sure that the house is well lit.
Hey, just a couple tips for the kiddos out there who are going to be trick-or-treating. It's a fun night, but it's different because it's dark. That's what makes it so much fun. So if you're walking, we're walking across the street with an adult, and if we get separated, instead of going out and trying to search for that adult we were with, your best bet is to stay in the same place that you were, and the adult will find you that much more quickly. And also, you only want to trick-or-treat at the houses in your neighborhood that you know, or that have lights on, as Detective Penny said, that are actively participating in Halloween. And I know, as Detective Araclio said, when you get that candy, you want to dig right in, but just make sure your parents go through it. They'll check it for any possible food allergies or any mispackaged items. So just make sure you do that. And at the end of the night, I guarantee you're probably going to have a great time, and we'll be seeing you out there. There'll be plenty of police out there to help keep you safe as well. Thank you.
Happy Halloween, kids. Make it a fun and safe one, but have fun.